This video is about an overview of your applied research project. First, and most important, you must build your Excel dashboard prototype. Your prototype is the foundation for your research and the whole point of doing your applied research project. So it is very important that you have completed your Excel dashboard prototype and that you are ready to move then into developing a research question about the prototype. Now, you have three areas that you can pick from: the user experience, user acceptance testing, or usability issues. First, the user experience. What I'm talking about with that are things like behaviors, emotions, and attitudes. So a research question in that area would be something like, does the user become frustrated? Do they like using it? So you're really looking at the whole experience of using the Excel dashboard prototype. If you pick the area of user acceptance testing, this means that you've laid out exactly how it should work, and then you're going to test using a user to see if it works exactly like what you have described that it should work like. So it's more of a comparison to see if the user would accept the prototype as it is. And third are usability issues. And this is really about just how do real, world users actually use an Excel dashboard. And that would be more about maybe saying, here's a dashboard and, I want you to use it. And then you would watch and see how they really use it to maybe get out the information. And I would have a question that would say, like, how are the salespeople doing? And then just have them try to see if they could actually use the dashboard to get that information, and then see if there are any usability issues with them either finding it or using it or that kind of thing. All right, so your research question will be based on one of those three areas depending on what you're interested in investigating. Now, before you conduct your interview/observation, you should have your research questions first, and then from that kind of overall question, you develop the 10 interview questions/tasks that you're going to kind of guide yourself through the interview/observation. Okay, so they would be kind of the subset of the big overall research question. I would use Zoom to record it. That's going to allow you to be able to go back and look at things afterwards and to make sure that when you're writing it up, you're accurate that way. It's kind of helps you with the documentation. And this also will allow you to find users who aren't JU students, because you don't necessarily have to be in the same room. You could have a video conference with someone and they could use your dashboard and you could be recording their steps that way. You do not need, nor should you, record their face. What you would be recording would be the desktop as they use your dashboard. You should not say their name. Okay, I don't want any type of identification in there. Keep it anonymous, but then you can observe what's happening and use the data that way in your research. You should pick someone that is not a student. They should be someone who works in business or some sort of activity that would use Excel preferably. Then after you've conducted your interview/observations and you look at those and document your data that way and do your analysis on it so that you're seeing if you can answer your research question, then you're going to write up your abstract about your research. After you write up your abstract, then you are going to create a poster presentation using one of the templates. I have 3 that are posted in Blackboard, so pick one and use one of those 3 to create the poster presentation about your research. Next, you're going to post to the website on your web page, and on it you're going to have a 4-minute YouTube video that you have created that talks about the steps and the results of your research project. So it should be laid out your YouTube video in exactly the same way that your abstract was. And there's more information to help you with that in Blackboard. And you can also, of course, ask me questions as well. You will also post a PDF of your poster and your abstract on the web page. On the web page, you will have a data collection form that will collect information as we review each other's web pages. So this is kind of an overview of the applied research project that will fulfill the research intensive part of the DSIM 203 RI course.